How are terrorists formed, sir?
See, terrorists, if you take, one thing is war is terrible. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there are different ways of striking fear into the enemy, and that's what Art of War also does. Okay? In the book written by Sun Tzu. He says, strike the fear into the enemy. So, terrible things are done. Okay? And terrible things are done with a lot of practice and skill. That involves not just shooting the arrows or the bomb or cutting people. You know, it's a whole thing. So that the moment you see what has happened, the damage that has happened, your heart will start pounding. It is something like what you saw in the movie Chawa. Okay, so in the event of a deadly war, these practices are there, and these has been ancient practices. But in these ancient practices, there was a logic. There was a logic, and there was a certain purpose which had a logic. At the end of it, at least one party should benefit. But the terrorism that the world is facing in the present day times has just a stupid logic, or there is no logic. How can logic be stupid? Okay, here that side also loses and the other side also loses, unlike the art of war. So this is not the terror of war. This is some sort of lunatic extremism, okay, which is based on just one religion's, something that says this is the only God, or this is the only, way to worship. And if you don't follow this, no matter who you are, you might be a doctor, an engineer, a painter, an artist, you are supposed to die. So this is not the art of war. This is plain insanity. Now what has happened, this sort of a group, the insane, the practically insane one, who are brought up from a young age. They are brought up from a very young age when they don't know anything. From the 6-7 years onwards, when you start pounding them about this is, the sort of heaven, that is the sort of thing you give, and this is the service to the God, and this is how you can sacrifice yourself, they don't understand anything. So they become a weapon at the hands of these people who are, what shall we say? They are worse than that.
Got it.
Yeah.